Hey, hello everybody, my name is Beef and welcome back to another video. Today we have probably a shorter video, but it's still going to be a good one because we're going to be modifying Tango Tek's fungi farm, his AFK fungi farm, to support a TNT Duper instead of just actually using TNT out of a dispenser. In case that, well, you don't have a ton of TNT or you don't have a ton of sand, then you can use this instead. And the top part is heavily modified, and there's actually some benefits and drawbacks to this, unsurprisingly, but I'm gonna have to get a new world soon because this world has so much stuff, it's getting laggy. My frames go down as I go over here, and that's not good because I have literally 8 gigabytes of RAM allocated to Minecraft, and it's actually gave me errors that it was out of memory because of all the drops that were over here, so I had to clear out the stuff. And yeah, we'll begin a new world soon, probably after this tutorial actually, but without further ado, let's get right into this. So as you can see here, I have a modified version of the fungi farm, and you'll also notice that it's missing sort of an interesting thing. It actually does not require the gigantic ancient debris piston pushy wall thing. You literally don't have to do that if you use a TNT duper, and it works still really well. It requires extra precautions and stuff like that blast shield and this increased obsidian wall due to the unpredictable nature of duped TNT, because it can go all over the place and there's always chances for stuff to get messed up. But why don't we turn this on and I'll show you it in action before we go and modify this one that I set up over there. Alright, so I decreased that clock circuit over there, that timer, so that it can keep up with the TNT. And here comes the first TNT, there it blows up, and then next one blows up, and most of it is gone. Then it'll start growing again. This growing cycle has been decreased so that the TNT can keep up with it, so it doesn't always grow any trees, but it almost always does. And if you feel that you think it could handle it, then you could just add the comparators back, but I think to be safe, it's a good idea not to include them. Sometimes, in a very, very rare circumstance, like nothing will grow, and yes, there is bone meal down there, I checked. But there we go, now stuff is growing. And here it comes, it's getting dropped down. There's one. And there's two. And basically all of it got cleared out. So, let's watch this one more time. Oh yeah, here comes more. And you'll see sort of what happens when bigger trees grow. And that blows up, and then that goes down there. And most of that is blown up. It might take another cycle to blow up actually all of it. But that's okay, though. I've been watching this for like close to an hour now, and I've never seen it not be able to keep up with it. I have seen the TNT blow this up when a super tall tree grew, so I added the blast shield. And I've seen the TNT launch the other TNT out and blow up stuff over here, which is why I have this extended wall. And I tweaked the timings, and I think that also would fix it. Let's go ahead and turn this off, but let's make sure that we wait for the TNT to fall before we turn it off so that we don't, like, blow this whole thing up, because that is a danger if you turn it off at the wrong time. Alright, let's come over here and modify this thing, but first I want to show you the fix for the problem that was mentioned to me by someone in the comment section on my previous video on this farm. And it was about these redstone blocks, like these redstone dust locking hoppers. And so if you come over here, I haven't fixed the problem on this, so you can still see it. This hopper right here is being locked by this redstone. So it's also the same on the other side. This hopper over here is being locked, but the way you fix that is all you have to do is just move the hoppers over and the chest over. And it's just the same on the other side, so it's a super simple fix to fix that problem. And that's the only problem that I've encountered. But the first thing you're going to want to do to modify this farm is you're going to want to, well, I guess we should probably, nah, we can leave that, it's fine. You're going to want to change the settings down here. So if we do that, you're going to get rid of 2 comparators, replace it with dust. You'll see that it does trigger the TNT. That's fine, it won't hurt anything. But now you're going to also come over here and add an additional anvil right there. And now you can actually get rid of all of the ancient debris and piston walls and stuff. Or if you're building it for the first time, then you don't need to have that to begin with. So it's pretty simple and nice like that. And that includes this big elevator of slabs. You also can get rid of that as well. And also down here, you're going to want to get rid of that. You're going to take some obsidian, and you can break those blocks and then replace this block with obsidian. And there, that part is all gone. And now you're going to want to extend this obsidian around here up an additional 3 blocks, just as a safety precaution, because well, you never know what might happen. I've had weird things happen with this, and this is just precaution to make sure no TNT gets flung out and blows up stuff that it's not supposed to. Okay, there we go. Now, that's basically all of the bottom area that has to be reconfigured for this. Now it's basically just stuff up here. And it's a little complicated, but it's not that bad. So to start with, you're gonna get rid of these blocks right there. You're gonna replace that redstone with a block, and then you're gonna go out an additional 3 blocks like that. And you're gonna have repeaters on those blocks, and you're gonna put redstone on top of that. And those are gonna be set to the max tick setting just like that. And you're gonna place a block up there and break that one and put some redstone on top of that. And you can also go ahead and get rid of these things also at this time. And you can get rid of the torch over there and that piston underneath there. We won't be needing those. Now you can place a slab here and here, and then actually you're gonna go sort of diagonally from that and place an additional slab. Then you're gonna come down a block and place a slab on that block like that, and then put redstone on top of all of that. Now we should actually build the TNT Duper part of this. So right here off this redstone, you're going to place a sticky piston like that. Then you're going to take 3 slime blocks. You're going to remove this part as well for now. Just leave it like that and remove everything. And then you're going to take a fence. You're going to put it right there and get some more slime blocks like that. And then you're going to put TNT under that fence and then dead coral right there. It doesn't matter what type of coral either. You're also going to then break that obsidian that's underneath that. And then you're going to put a detector rail up there with a minecart on top of it. That's the TNT Duper, all completed. But now we actually need to reconfigure some of the obsidian. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to go down here and place a slab right there. Just like that. And you're going to place a redstone on top of it. And now it's connected back to the activation method for this thing here. And then back here, you're going to place some obsidian blocks like that. And then you're going to go down also. You're going to come out an additional block right there and there. And then you're going to go down one final block and make the blast shield for this thing. And you're just going to want to build it this big. Basically one additional block around all of this. Might not be a bad idea to replace these blocks with obsidian. You can still put the redstone on top of it like that. And you might want to come out one block like this, just to be safe, because there's a small chance that when a huge tree grows, then the TNT will land too high up on it, and it could cause damage to this actual stuff up here. I had that happen one time, so the blast shield should solve that problem. But now we just need to connect this side over here up to that, and then we're basically done modifying this, and we'll give it a test run. So you're going to put the block up there first of all, and then you're going to get some slabs. Well, you don't need to use slabs, actually. We'll just use full blocks. It doesn't really matter. So you're going to put 3 more blocks off the end of that block so that there's 4 in a line, and then you're going to put repeaters on top of those set to the max tick setting, then redstone on those 2 blocks. Then you're going to put a block here and then a block on top with some redstone going over the top of that. And now this thing should all be in order. However, there's one thing that we need to change, and that is a little bit this repeater timing here. So you're going to want to take this repeater and set it 2 ticks back like that. And that will make it so there's a longer delay between the TNT dropping down and so that it doesn't cause any issues with TNT flinging the other TNT. So I'm going to create a world backup, and let's go ahead and test this thing. Alright, world backup has been made, and let's go ahead and give this thing a test run. So let's make sure everything is connected. That's connected. That can go down. That can also go down. Oh, yeah, we also are going to want to leave a 3-block gap in there. That would have been bad if I hadn't caught that. And you can also put a block there. You don't really have to, but we're just going to. So make sure there's a 3-block gap with the TNT being in the middle, because duplicator TNT can go in a lot of different places. So you need to have a 1x3 block gap. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on, see what it can do. Alright. It's going to be starting to grow stuff now, and it's growing things, and that should be triggering momentarily. I hope this is going to work first try. Alright, there it goes. It triggered. It may actually not trigger the first time. Oh, okay, it did. Cool. It is only going to shoot out 1 because it actually, when you first activated TNT Duper, it has to go through 1 cycle where it doesn't drop 1. But now this time, you'll see it drops 2. And there we go. Also, if you get a lot of tall trees and you see sort of what happened there where the second TNT got stuck or got bounced a little bit, then you could just you can change these repeaters to higher tick setting, and that will increase the delay. But yeah, it looks like this thing is all working. There goes more TNT. That'll blow a hole in the trees, and then more goes down. And then, whoa, yeah, there will be losses in this farm. It feels like there are a little bit more losses in this version than the other one. I'd probably still say that the version of this farm that doesn't dupe the TNT is probably a little bit better in terms of reliability and fewer losses. Neither of these are lossless, but this has a little more losses than the other one. But the good thing is, it doesn't need the ancient debris or a continual supply of TNT. But, well, I think it's safe to say this is all working, and I will provide a world download in the description. It'll probably be the last time I do stuff on this world just because it's getting so laggy, and a lot of the memories being taken up because of all these big farms everywhere. Although, I probably will finish Sahara on this world at some point. Not sure when. I'll finish it maybe this week, maybe next week, we'll see, but... Well, as always, don't forget to leave a like and a sub if you enjoyed. And we just hit 350 subscribers, which is pretty epic. And we seem to be getting about 100 subscribers every 10 days. So, let's see if we can't get to 400 subscribers by basically the end of next week, or on Friday. That would be pretty epic. But I hope that you found this tutorial informative or useful in your endeavors to create tons and tons of fungi. It's definitely got its pros and cons, but I think both are good. Anyways, once again, I've been Speeve, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!